here we go. Y'all ready?
Ready as ever.
Ready as ever, yeah.
Fully rested and I'm ready to go.
Okay, so this Derek fella was doing some mean torture-y things. He like sliced the webbing between Cody's fingers and then like tied a rope on it. He kicked him over in the chair and like stepped on him while he was on the ground. You guys are generally just tied up and in a nasty situation, and then he was about to leave to just leave you guys alone to chat, and at some point he pulled out that really nice dagger that you bought, and he was like, this is really nice. Where'd you get this? So we could start there and say he hasn't left yet because you're here now. And so if you guys want to talk to him or interact with him, at some point he said the line, a murder's no fun if it takes less than 3 hours. And he just seems like a generally mean and conniving guy.
First we got attacked by people in a tavern, then that blacksmith guy, and now we're with a sadistic torturer. We're having a lovely mission so far.
Good times here.
Nice and eventful.
So he's basically taunting you with your own dagger, and he's trying to. He looks at you like he's waiting for you to say something that will be useful to him.
Oh, you know, found it.
Oh, such a nice thing like this, and a savvy adventurer like yourself surely came from somewhere. And actually, he's gonna mechanically like taunt you. He's trying to get you to talk. Ultimately, it's your call as the player, but I'm going to go ahead and roll something here. And then you can roll willpower to see if you can resist his taunting. Or if you have relevant social skills.
I'm gonna say no. Okay, so let's just roll the willpower.
Whatever's fun for you to roleplay as. If you don't want to tell him anything, you don't have to. But
I mean, honestly, when it comes to stuff like this, I'm all for if he actually does succeed on taunting me. Like,
cool. Okay.
Yeah. So I think this makes sense because you do it with the NPCs, so it makes sense that we also have to do it. All right. Click the thing. Click the thing.
The thing. Is it not working, or did you? What are you trying to click? The willpower.
Try to click the willpower.
It's not working.
Okay, let me try to reopen. Either that, or it's going to roll like 6 times.
Yeah, right. Let's see if it.
There we go. All right, first one was
oh
the
my
7.
gosh. Okay. Yeah, it worked for me. Okay, so yeah, so he's getting a little bit irritating. Like, you want to talk enough to shut him up, but not like totally spill whatever you find appropriate. You don't feel like he's totally gotten to you, but a little bit.
Alright, so let's see. How would my character word this with that information? Fine, you got me. It was given to me by a good friend of mine.
Where is this friend from?
Oh, you know, around. You know, not from here, obviously.
He walks up to you.
Your mom's basement, and then I want to taunt.
Okay.
but I can't roll it. So are you able to do that for
Oh
me?
yeah. Okay. Sure.
Okay. Just let me know what I
Tyus
got.
Feldman. What? What? You're just not mom's. This your mom's basement. You don't want it. Why did you? I ought to cut you up right now.
Careful, you may like it.
What stopped you the first
He
time?
goes to like cut you on the cheek, and he like accidentally slips and cuts like one of the ropes on your arms. And he looks down and he's like, "Oh no, oops."
Oops.
Aw, the ties, my friend here, get to you.
What? You're a bunch of stupid adventurers, and all your
Roll
stupid
Tide,
money
roll
and
Tide.
rolling in here with all this fancy stuff. I just gotta freaking take stuff from these stupid cultists when they're not looking. Oh shit! And then he just like frantically runs up the ladder and closes the trapdoor behind him.
So
Right,
it
bye.
is a-
Nice talking
it
to
is
you.
a cult.
Looks like looks like, yeah, there is a cult set. Lovely. I'll deal with the cults.
So yeah, you guys are alone in this damp, musty cellar. You can smell the mead and the wine from upstairs once he opens the door, and seems like there's some chatter and some people up there, most likely.
Is it like bright and like there's lights and it's like a crowded
Give
place, or is
me
it like
a
dark and dingy?
awareness something roll.
I'm about to have roll 20 up. So
Oh
I
yeah,
can
yeah.
do that.
I can roll for you if you want.
Or that works too.
You don't have anything more relevant, so wit it is. But someone else can roll if you are also keeping an eye out.
Might as
Yeah,
well.
I think since, I've been like asleep since the entire time, apparently I'm like, okay, what's going on? Where did I get my... What have I missed?
So yeah, go
Alright.
ahead and roll.
It's something... It's gonna take a second, I don't want to like roll
Yeah,
10 times again.
roll sight.
Something to
or-
do with
Oh,
my-
okay. Yeah, 16. You, based on the reflections upstairs and stuff, it seems like it's very early morning. It's still kind of nighttime. So I'm gonna bring this clock thing over, put it next to you guys. You get a decent sense of what time it is from glimpsing up the trapdoor. I just realized you can't actually see this, but it's around 5 a.m.
Okay.
How deep did he cut Tyus's rope? Was it just a nick?
There's definitely, he's still tied up pretty good, but it's a little bit looser. You might actually have a chance of wiggling out if you really tried.
Okay. Can I do a roll for it?
Sure. If you don't have anything specific, I think it would be like a grapple check.
I would think it would be like a strength
Well,
check.
grapple includes strength.
Oh, okay.
So you can use up to your grapple pool if you want. Oh, you have strength skills if you want to use those. You have +7 in strength skills.
Oh,
You
wow.
actually put points in that.
Big macho man.
Yeah. So I can just roll that then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So you manage to like push against the ropes and a way that eventually loosens them. You can describe how you do this yourself so that you're in control of the narrative here.
Am I like, was I near anything when he pushed me over? Because I could say like I use that for leverage and kind
There's
of.
a bench there. There's a little table. There's like some
Yeah, so I
uneven
can say I
stones
got
on the
like.
ground for flooring.
All right, I can say I put like the back of the chair, or like the leg of a bench between my back and the back of the chair, and like use that as leverage somehow to push myself out.
Nice. Yeah.
I would have just loved it if you said that you just flex so hard you just broke the rope.
Yeah. So you push hard and you squeeze yourself out, and you're now free.
I free Carrion.
Okay. You don't need to.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you.
Don't need to make a check for that. You can just untie the ropes and such.
Awesome. Alright, so besides the trapdoor, is there any other way we could possibly get out of here?
Hard to say. You could look around. There's seems to be something up here. Some kind of door there. You can make another perception check.
Sure, why not? Oop.
Oh, I couldn't see the room. I was staring at a black screen.
How about now?
No. I got it now. I
okay,
just
okay.
didn't realize it was here, so I wasn't looking.
Okay.
Yeah,
for
it was just
anything.
such a small
you
thing.
sense this. There's a door here that opens up. There's like a draft coming in, and I'm gonna check my notes really quick on something else that you might notice. I mean, there's nothing else here.
What's this?
1 second.
In the bottom corner. I can't tell if that's something or not.
Yeah, that's why I was probably going to go to there first, but you said there was something here, so...
Trying to navigate my way through this old module PDF. Okay.
And he left through the ladder?
Yeah. Okay. In the southeast corner there's a stout wooden door with a bar across the side that's holding it firmly shut. And what were you guys pinging me about?
Oh,
What were you asking about?
I have...
Was this what you were asking about, or was this something else?
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
I have a skill. Break doors plus 10.
Yes, you do. Would you like to use that skill?
That would make a
Absolutely.
lot of noise.
Are you kidding me? Well, I mean, it's 14, but that's all the plus 10. The roll was bad.
Okay.
Well,
You
we're doing this, I guess.
break the bar that was the piece of wood that was across the door. And this thing was very well barricaded, but you broke off that piece of wood, and you could try again.
Sure.
Together, on
You
three.
did make a lot of noise. Then you do hear some footsteps upstairs.
Alright, that means we probably gotta get going now.
Okay, you bust the door down this time,
Okay.
and
I look at Carrion like you want to do this kind of look. Like kind of gesturing towards the door, like, we going?
Real quick, is there anything I could possibly use to maybe buy some time to, like, block the door or to trap the door or anything like that?
could roll like intelligence or reflex to try to. He basically kicked it off the hinges, so you could like try to prop it up there and make it look like it didn't fall off.
Alright, well, I have no intelligence, but I got a lot of reflex, so let's do that.
Sweet.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you managed to finesse it in a way that it looks closed. And I'm assuming you guys are on the other side of it by now, and Javdik's coming with you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh yeah,
So,
we should probably
so there
say
is-
that we actually
Oh wait,
untie
this
him.
is a secret door, so I think I need to open it for you. Nope. So if you click your token, there's a button at the top that says door toggle. You can open the door on your own. There you go.
Alright, well, nice. You're the one that broke down the door.
All right.
Big man first.
Oh, dude, can I even fit in here?
It's gonna get crowded. You may need to use Alt when you move your token, like Alt drag, so that you move not necessarily in the middle
I
of the
didn't even know that was a
space.
thing we could do.
Okay, so you guys,
what is this?
so you guys shut the door, and then you hear like the trap door open up behind you. And you hear like, shit. Yeah, let them have their fun. And then the door shuts. The trap door shuts again.
Alright, are these like archways or are these barricades or something?
Okay, so you are in some kind of underground cave type thing. These are basically archways holding up the tunnel. So, tunnel's dug out. It's somewhat of a natural mine, or natural cave, but it's also been excavated further. So those are archways.
Okay, so let's try not to do anything too crazy down here. I would hate for us to cause a cave in.
I was thinking the exact opposite.
Oh, I mean,
You guys should go ahead, and as I pass them, I'll like smack them with my flail. Did we like collect our weapons off like a bench or
Unfortunately,
something?
you did not.
Or
So you're unarmed.
we got nothing. Okay.
And you still got that head gash, so your max CP right now is 3 less.
Okay.
So you're kind of you're not at your best for sure.
Okay. Could I use? Let's see what I have. Break doors. Maybe powerlifting or just strength skills to try and not take all of them out because I feel like that'll end badly quicker than we want.
You want to take the supports out from the tunnels?
Yeah, or like mostly like so that they're leaning or something, so that to where I think that it'll happen, or it won't take a lot to move them, basically.
Give me an intelligence check first.
Oh, nice.
how smart are you?
Is that IN
Yeah.
or do I do wit?
I am. Yeah.
0.
Okay.
So
You
just
probably
go.
would have to remove the supports from like several of these things. And
Yeah.
even then, probably won't cause an immediate collapse. It's more like they seem to be more like long-term supports. Like
Okay,
it's like
so
I said, it's
I won't bother
largely
then.
natural, but
Okay.
that being said, it is wet down here, and if you took the supports out with enough time, maybe a day or two, there's a risk that like if it rained or something, that it would cause a collapse.
All right.
So it would be hard to
would
it would be hard to like kick it down and cause one, but yeah.
Yeah. Is that something that would take a lot of time to do, or could we say like the ground is soft because it's wet?
It
or
takes a few
something?
minutes per section and depends on how good you roll on your strength check and your strength-based skills.
carrying, is that something we should try and invest in just to give ourselves an advantage? Or maybe we could, like, leave it open for us in the future? Like, for ourselves to go back in, something like that?
I mean, unless
'Cause
they
what-
find out that this door that you broke down is actually, like, not, like, sorry for, like, complete opposites like it is, then it probably would be best to use this as a way to get in. Because as long as that door stays unblocked, then we can easily just maybe seek back in if we can find like an exit to this mine.
Alright, yeah, that
Plus, I
works.
think trying to cause a collapse would either take too much time and would put us at risk as well.
Yeah. Alright.
I did want to say, since you guys are new with the game and stuff, so improvised weapons do like 0 base damage plus whatever the type of it is. So if you wanted to like pry a plank off the wall and have like an improvised club, you could do that if you wanted something more than just your fists.
Okay.
So there's that aspect of things.
Alright, hear me out. Because I'm proficient in headshots, could I just pick up a rock and aim for the head?
I think you're proficient in headshots with bows. Yeah. So, yeah, that's why it's so cheap, because it's a specialization of that weapon.
Darn.
But
I mean, I do
you have
that
range
would count as a
skill,
range.
so you have 13 combat
Oh.
points with anything range, so you could use that for throwing rocks.
Yeah, I'm not exactly a front line or, up close.
That's actually not
so-
bad for just picking a rock up. You have 13 points. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
There's plenty
I
of
think
luck.
as we're walking around a bit,
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was just saying that while we're like making our way, if I find any like good solid rocks, I can
Yeah,
throw, I'll
there's
just
a
pick 'em
bunch of
up.
loose dirt and rocks down here. You can quickly collect a good handful.
All
At
right.
least you still have some pockets and such, so you can grab a dozen or so.
They didn't steal our pockets, the fools. All right. Well, since we're not doing anything with the archways, let's make our way down this mine.
Yeah, so there's a fort. Do you want to decide which way we're going, or do you want to, like, roll a d4 and do, like, evens and odds?
I mean, I'm okay with that. I do want to say while we're down here, I do kind of want to try to keep track. Cause I'm certain that because we're in like a cave area, any noise that is made will probably echo. So I'll probably like listen out to that just in case we get followed or something, or something's down here.
So, you have like a passive perception score as well, but which is like 7 plus your perception skill, so like 10. Or wait, so it would be 14.
Oh, there's
So-
3 ways to go.
I can't do math. 15. It's 15. So there are some things you're just going to notice anyways, but you can also make an active. You can make another roll right now, and I'll use that as like your extra paying attention in case you might hear something out of place.
I don't see the harm in it.
Whichever one ends up being higher. Okay, so that's higher.
I don't see the harm either.
So you're keeping a really solid ear and eye out. I'll let you know if
Actually,
it pops up.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah. Let's do this D4. So let's say
Well-
evens. Oh,
It looks like there's 3 ways, because there's another branch right here. Can I move forward and see?
oh, okay.
Yeah, okay. So there's a branch here. I don't know if you can see that, because it's black.
Okay, yeah. Right here, I can
Those three.
see that.
Do you want to
we
do like a D6, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, and then 4 to 5?
What would it be? 1 to 2, 3 to 4, 5 and 6.
That's what I meant. I just woke up.
Sure. Would you throw it?
Yeah, sure, I'll roll. Halfway through, I forgot what I was saying, so.
Alright, your characters
Alright, so
conveniently
roll
have
this
some dice in their pockets.
You know, we just do like a like a D6 in the ground. It's like, okay, where this rock lands,
There you go.
we go that way.
Alright, so unless something especially unusual is there, these tunnels seem pretty similar. More of these archways holding things up and that sort of thing.
There's 3 more. Do you want to roll this one? We'll do 1 to... Oh, this isn't 1, actually, so... Never mind. So we can do, like, odds, evens.
Yeah, sure. I'll roll this one.
Okay. Alright.
6.
Evens it is.
Alright.
Alright, how do you want to do this one? We got 3 ways.
Carrion, as you guys leave that room, you just barely heard something moving around, just ever so slightly, kind of in this general direction.
That. Well, what's this?
Okay,
I can see like a statue. Sorry.
All right, you notice a creepy statue at the end of the room. It even gets its own music. Okay. It's a big snake statue. There's a bunch of skulls scattered, or skeletons, scattered around the room. And it appears to be made out of tusks of ivory, skillfully blended with a stone dais and lots of gold. It looks extremely valuable, and it's just sort of the odd centerpiece of the room here. I'm gonna drop the image in Discord here.
Okay. Do you want to go inspect it, Arian?
Yeah, we can like take a look at it.
Okay.
I should have added this.
Kind of going this way anyway.
But, yeah. And then we can check what's up north if you want to go there, or if you want to avoid it, that works too.
It didn't make such a distinct noise where I could figure out what it is, so
Okay.
I think for right now we just let it be. Maybe we can just sneak past it.
Well, that's cool. Can I, strength skills try and pick it up?
A whole statue?
A whole statue. I'll carry it through the cave.
It weighs a lot. Give me a strength. Give me that roll.
Here we go. Right here.
Okay, I put the statue in
Oh, wait.
as a handout so the stream can watch.
I have powerlifting.
You do, don't you?
Plus
All right,
10.
let's see
Carry
that.
this whole statue.
Please, like a crit or something. 16. Still not gonna budge.
I feel like you would need to get a high roll to be able
Gonna
to
give you something really quick. Okay.
Okay, you said that the whole thing is like made of ivory and stuff like that, right?
I don't know how heavy ivory is.
I think that's what he's looking up.
So it's okay. It tells me how much it weighs in gold piece equivalent. But it doesn't tell me how much it weighs. Okay, so
Okay, here's my question. Okay, let's just...
Holy crap! It's a pound.
it weighs
Per
800
inch,
pounds.
or 1.5 pounds per inch.
So
800 pounds.
with
So
a
16 doesn't pass?
I'm thinking that's not enough. I think like Olympic level weightlifters can lift like maybe a 500 or 600 pound like stone, but this is
Weak.
just too huge.
All right.
Yeah, but okay, Also,
You
know,
could,
let's just
you could
say
tip it
by
over and like
some-
kind of roll it, but it probably won't even fit down this.
Yeah, I was thinking it's really.
Yeah,
like, skinny
and here's my thing. Let's just say by some miracle you were able to pick it up. We get out of this cave, right? However long that takes with you carrying that thing, what are we gonna do when we get out of here?
Dude, probably
Here's
lay
the
down
whole-
and take a nap. That's a lot. That's heavy.
I mean, is there any way we can maybe like? I don't know. The best thing I could say we could try to do is like try to take some of the ivory or gold with us. You know, like
It does seem
sell or
oddly
whatever.
fragile. Like you could probably break it into pieces.
You want to like snap the head off?
Yeah, I think we can just like take a big chunk out of it.
Like that neck,
Probably.
that long neck part seems especially fragile. If you were just to like snap it off the base, it's definitely still pretty valuable.
Okay, you know what? Just because I'm paranoid, I want to like inspect this thing to make sure like if this is some like Indiana Jones where we touch it, a giant boulder just gonna come rolling through.
Like a curse
That's
or
fair, yeah.
something.
Give me
Yeah.
perception to just look around for shenanigans.
Yeah, because I understand, you know, this is probably like a cult thing, but this is too just out of nowhere kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay, not the best roll,
Okay.
but
That's
You
still
don't
a
think
good roll.
Indiana
We've
Jones
rolled
things
so
are gonna
many
happen?
teens.
You're a little bit like perplexed as to how it got into this room. Like it probably has been here for a while. If like this complex was like built around it or something, but I'm not sure why I'm giving you that for perception instead of like intelligence or something. But yeah,
that's what you told me to roll.
I guess you notice that it's large enough that.
Yeah, I feel like if I, you know, just look at it compared to like the area around us, I could probably like deduce like, doesn't matter. Okay, so here, you want to try to take a piece out of this?
Yeah. What was the? Let me get a picture real quick.
So you can use
Okay.
those strength-based skills to try to break it.
Yeah, I was wondering. Would you want me to use that? Or would you want us to use that to like sell and get more money, or and like try and keep it in like tip-top shape, or could I use it as like a club?
Ooh.
That's I think it'll be better than wooden plank.
I mean, if you want to
Yeah,
use like
just
an
like-
100-pound club, if you think that's wieldy, you could certainly try, but it's gonna have a
I
massive
mean, hey,
action
I'm sure it
point
would
penalty.
pack quite a punch, but
That's what I'm thinking, because
Like swinging a child around. That's about how
I mean, if we
wieldy it
knock
would
someone
be.
down and you take that 100-pound club to their head, you are crushing their
You'd be
skull.
better off grabbing like the femur of one of those skeletons or something.
I also have +6 to melee combat.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Can I try it at least? Or if carrying approves.
I mean, I think best case scenario, you break it off, take a few swings, and see if you can even like hope to do it.
I mean,
Sure.
it's gonna be like a probably like -6 action point penalty, I'm thinking, at least. So you'd effectively have like +0 with attack and defense, which you can do. The mechanics get a little dicey, but
Yeah, I would have 0 combat
Yeah.
points if that was the case.
yeah. Other
if it
than
was
that,
-6.
you just
so you could attack
Just
at
take one of these.
+0 and defend at +0 is basically how that works. You still get one attack and one defense around.
Oh, sweet.
If,
okay.
If
Yeah,
you have 0 combat points because of action point penalties or low attributes, basically. Like if
Okay.
it's a zombie or something.
Okay, my question
Yeah.
is now, how are we gonna do it? Like, are we just gonna like take a big rock at it and just pound it?
So as you're thinking about that,
can I-
you notice with your okay perception there that it looks like it's made of gold and stuff, but if you look in the eye socket and some of the divots, it looks like it may be kind of brittle on the inside. So if you break it, it looks like there's a chance that it's gonna break into a bunch of pieces or something.
Yeah, this thing definitely does look a little fragile if we do
But
that.
you know, in the right skilled hands, you could maybe pull it off. I love that this has been the most interesting part of this session. Is like what to do with this statue. Anyway, sorry.
I mean, hey, we're just in this just random mine, and we just come across just this ivory and gold statue with just skeletons around it. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah. Oh, what were you about to say, Cody?
So are you saying like the part that breaks off would be like kind of like crumbly and like, or are you saying like the whole thing could shatter if I swung into someone?
I'm saying if you try to break it into pieces, it might break into smaller pieces than you intended. But yeah, that's also a risk if you start using it as a weapon.
Yeah. I mean, hey, if it breaks into smaller pieces, I mean, this thing is made out of gold, so it doesn't really matter how big it is. That also would make it easier to carry to sell.
That is true.
It will lose some of its value if it's just pieces. It's more valuable because it's art or something, but
Yeah. So I say we give it a shot.
Yeah, we could. So we could break the head off. If something happens before I find another weapon, then I'll use it. But I'll try to not.
You also could just take one of the femurs from the skeletons.
Oh, like a club.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, do we see? We see
yes,
those.
there's plenty of bones to grab, and that will not give you an action point penalty.
Oh, okay. So,
Honestly, I will probably take a couple just in case.
do you want me to roll strength skills to try and
Look at a clean break.
sever the head of the mighty beast?
Yeah. Where?
Yeah.
How far up do you want? Like, where do you want to break it off? As far as like those.
So how tall is it? Like how tall is it in this picture?
I guess
it's something like
it's like
6
7
feet.
feet tall-ish.
Okay. Then we'll say like including the base
Yeah.
and stuff.
You could tell me like
Say-
as far as like the lines in the front where it has like the
2 feet. Oh.
like those ribs type things. How far down you want to break it?
Like 6 or 7.
Okay, so about
Down.
halfway down. Okay. Yeah. All right. That's probably
Yeah, a
the
little bit
easiest part
less.
to break. So let's see that
Okay.
check. Okay, you get a clean break. I am going to roll percentage if bad things happen. Highs or lows? Anybody? Which one do you want to be a good thing?
I feel like high makes the most sense. It does
Okay.
not matter what we pick at all. Okay. But high is good. That's
You
good.
break it clean. In fact, you break it so well that it breaks right along one of those like rib markings, and it's like an artistic break, so it looks sort of nice still, and not like there's like crumbling pieces falling off on the end and stuff like that. So it will keep a lot of its value. It still weighs like that far down. Yeah, like 100, somewhere between like 100 to 150 pounds. It's pretty heavy.
Good thing you're the macho man at the party.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you need a roll for me to carry that, or can we just say like it slows me down or something?
I don't
in
think.
combat?
I think I would roll if you need to like if you carry it during combat or something. But for now, you're welcome to just carry it around.
Okay.
Yeah. I think if anything, you know, if you were trying to make like a long jump or we're like in the ocean or something like that, it would
If you
cost
carry it around for
different things.
long
Yeah.
enough, then I'll probably ask you to roll like knockdown or something, or like
Knockout?
knockout, like some kind of
Okay.
endurance check.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that makes sense. Alright, well, I guess while
That's
he's
cool.
doing that, I kind of will grab a couple femurs for him.
All right.
And probably for myself, just in case someone gets too close. Well,
Oh, you know, you conveniently find a few darts near these dead skeletons. So you
oh, wow.
have 3 darts. You
What
can
are the
throw
odds?
those.
Sure, why not?
It'd be so basically you can throw rocks and it'll 0 blunt, or you can throw these old darts for 0 piercing. So you have a few options until you find a bow. It'll
Yeah.
still add
Hey,
your
they're rusty
margin of
darts.
success and stuff, but
Yeah, the rusty darts, they had to roll for tetanus.
hey, there you go. Yeah, I am
Alright.
actually
Yeah, we'll
messing
come
with
back
some
like
of that
15
stuff.
sessions later.
Alright. Well, I think with that just giant snakehead with us now, let's kind of start making our way here.
So, all right.
Okay. Do you want to go to that sound that you heard and kind of like creep up there? Like cautiously? Or do you just want to avoid it?
I mean, we do have at least a improvised weapon with us now, so if we run into it, it won't be as bad, but I don't think we should, like, go straight to it.
Don't seek it out? Okay.
Yeah, I still don't know what it is, so I think just best to try to avoid it if we can.
Okay, I think there's 3 paths, 2 going up towards it and 1 going down, so do you want to go down?
Yeah, let's do that.
Or am I wrong? Wait, we came from up here, right?
Yeah, we came from up there.
Yeah, so, okay. So we can go down and to the right, where you are?
Yeah, we could probably do that.
Oh, it's not
Yeah.
really down, huh? Okay. You want to keep going down? Oh, person.
Huh?
You guys look down there, and there's some kind of creature gnawing on some bones. Looks like there's a sort of like there's some kind of barricade here, but it's been broken. And so far, these things haven't noticed you, but
It's kind of very quietly wizard dies. I don't like to look at those. Let's just
Okay.
as long as they haven't noticed us, let's just move on.
roll
Can
for
we
stealth
see
for that
anything-
whisper.
Ooh. Can we see anything on them, like a weapon that we could take if we defeat them or something?
No, they're pretty much just they have nasty looking claws, and they're eating.
Oh,
some
okay.
bones.
So it's like an animal or something.
If you guys could roll intelligence to identify this, or survival at -4 to tell me what this is.
I mean, I have a good survival score.
I rolled.
Okay, so I just roll it and I just put a -4, whatever the roll is.
Just remember, just
Yeah, alright.
yeah.
Just make sure that's okay. Yeah, that's survival. Okay, so a 14.
A little bit
that
better than mine.
is something undead. You know, a few kinds of undead. They're like skeletons and zombies, and there's something that likes preying on bones and hanging out in graveyards and stuff. And
Okay, I know
they're
what it
pretty
is.
vicious
Oh, my
and
gosh.
aggressive.
Okay, yeah, so what do I roll for this stealth so I don't
Yeah.
actually have that skill? Would that just be like wit?
Reflex.
Reflex.
Reflex. Okay, makes sense.
You whispered very softly and sensually. Okay, not sensually, but it was very it was very effectively subtle.
Alright, yeah, let's just,
So we'll head
let's just
northeast.
continue on. Just ignore them. Oh, flip of God. I do not want to fight that thing with a freaking.
Oh, we're back to the start.
Oh, lovely.
Okay. Do you want to go back the way we came and try another path, or do you want to go west?
We can
Quote, unquote.
try it this way. Over here.
Okay. We haven't gone anywhere north, and these look like they loop back down to where they were. But this is probably where you heard that thing.
Most likely, which sucks, but we kind of have no choice here.
You want to go in?
Okay, before you guys go any further, you hear something like slithering around in there, under like a pile of rubble. It looks like on the far end there was an archway, like you were talking about possibly removing some things so that it collapsed. Well, on the far side of this room, there's a bunch of rubble and tunnel that has collapsed. And this chamber just abruptly ends with that, but you hear something moving around in the dirt.
It hasn't noticed us, I'm assuming.
Doesn't sound particularly large.
It doesn't sound
Yeah, no,
particularly
it does
large.
not.
Okay. We can go look at it. I'm down if you want.
The only thing is that, especially after seeing those creatures, I don't know if we want to make too much noise to alert that we're here. So I would say if you really want to go look at it, we'll just have to deal with it very quietly.
Yeah, we can do like a
otherwise we're
quick
going to be-
investigation. So yeah, there's nothing. I also wanted to see if there's like another path up here because I didn't have vision on it. Like, okay.
Doesn't seem like it.
Okay. So I guess is there a roll I should make to kind of like look, not like poke through with one of the femurs and just kind of like see if there's anything hidden underneath it?
You poke around at the femurs, and suddenly this snake erupts out from the rubble and launches itself at you. Are you still carrying that thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
A new familiar? I want to hypnotize it?
If only we had a flute.
Oh my god. Okay.
Weak.
You are not. Today is not your day. Okay. You have two options. You can try to dodge this or defend against it while holding that thing, or quickly try to drop it and get all of your points back. Let's see. You don't have your shield. You don't have your armor. So right now you're. I'm just gonna put melee.
Oh, we don't even have our armor? Oh my.
Right now your CP total
Strip
is
dust freaks.
6. Okay,
It might be higher without my shield.
you have 3 combat points with your blunt wounds right now. So
Okay.
you can. Well, you know, there's obviously option 3, which is whatever you think of that you want to try, but those are the obvious choices.
So is the thing like in my hand, or did I like?
Well, I think so. You were carrying it around, right?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I'm trying to visualize.
Yeah.
I think maybe the best option.
I want to
Go ahead,
deflect
mate.
it towards carrying. What were you saying?
If you feel like that's the best option, go for it. I was thinking maybe the best option is already in your hand, and if you're quick enough, you probably definitely could try to, like, especially if it's like lunging to bite you.
Like a baseball
could-
bat.
Or that. I was just
smack
saying
it
like
with
you
you.
lift it up and it bites the thing and not you, kind of thing.
Oh.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
You could try
Which one would
to
be
try
an
to
easier
block
check?
it with that.
Yeah, either use it as my. I have shield proficiency, so could I use it
Well,
as
you
a
have
shield?
your proficiency is basically like a weapon style, which is the mace and shield combo. So this would not be this would be your
Oh,
just your
okay.
Yeah,
melee
the same
combat
thing with-
skill.
Yeah, like
Which
what
is
I
still
do with the
good.
headshots and the rocks. It's a different thing.
Would it be better to try and swing at it, or to try and?
So
I mean, I feel like
so if you
because-
try to block with that thing, it's gonna basically be -6, which is not ideal. You would also get advantage and an extra d6 because it's big and you have reach with it, so it maybe will
Okay.
cancel out. I also forgot that normally you would be partially surprised here, but I'm just gonna ignore that for now since you like heard the hissing and you kind of knew something was gonna happen. You're already at enough of a disadvantage.
Yeah, so block would be a better thing to try.
Probably not.
you're saying.
Probably your best bet mechanically
Oh, no.
would be to make the withdraw action and try to just step back and dodge out of the way. But if you do that, you have to drop the statue, and there's a chance that it will break into a bunch of pieces.
Yeah, I don't want to drop
Okay.
it. That's
So then
the
you can
thing.
try and
I
swing
mean,
it in front and block with it. And it'll be, you'll roll with advantage and an extra d6, and then whatever the total is will be -6.
Is there anything I could possibly do, or is this solely...
Right now he's just reacting to it jumping out at him. As soon
Okay.
as he does something, then
Yeah.
you can do stuff.
that'd be a
so-
that'd
I
be
see
a
you, my man.
wild check. Throw a dart at a jumping snake midair.
I mean,
All right, so
you could try to interrupt it, I guess. There are mechanics
don't
for
hit
that.
me.
So you could try to like throw something at it. You'd have to make an opposed reflex
standing
roll, and
directly
then
behind
like
me.
you would have partial surprise. You'd have half your combat point. Like we can go that route if you want to.
Dan?
You know what? Why not? I'll try it.
Okay, so basically,
back of the head.
you make an opposed reflex roll, and you can add as many combat points to it as you want. One sec.
Okay. Because since we're kind of partial surprise, I would have half.
Yeah, you
the
have half your combat
AP.
points, so you'd be down to 6.
Would have. Oh, down.
Doesn't round up?
It
Or
rounds
do you not have
down.
13? Okay. I thought you had 13.
Well, oh, okay, yeah, rounds down. So you can make a reflex roll, and then
Okay.
it makes its reflex roll, and then whoever goes first can do stuff.
Alright. So I have 6 points. Okay. Yeah, I'll do that. So that's a Mercury. That's a 2d6 plus whatever my CP I want to add. Right.
Okay, so this is its thing. It was readied, so it gets +3. So, wow, it rolled bad. So it got an 8. So you can make your reflex roll, and you can add up to your 6 combat points to that roll if you want to.
Yeah, I think I'll use 2 of it. With it. So I'll just add it's +2 to the reflex roll. Sorry, so it's... Oh Jesus!
You go first. So you can throw something at it.
Alright, I want to take the biggest rock that I have in my collection and just throw it at it.
Alright.
Okay, so So what would be that roll since I don't actually have something like that in
Oh.
my character sheet?
So whatever combat points you have, just roll like you could use the 2d6 plus button in the upper left, and just type however many combat points you want to add to the roll, and then the damage will be base 0 plus whatever your strength is for throwing stuff.
Yeah, so I used 2 for the reflex roll, even though I really didn't need to, but that's okay. So I'm gonna use the remaining 4.
Oh, and your power is plus 0, so you do. Okay, the mud viper is in mid-flight. It's pretty small, so you have to get a 16 to hit it. So you throw your rock past and it hits the wall.
Ooh, how much does that make? A lot of noise?
No, not really. Okay, so good try.
I really tried.
Yeah, I mean, in real life, that would be pretty impossible to like react faster than a snake, but you're heroes. Okay.
And we're in the same spot that we were in before, so it's not like it hurt us.
Okay, so it's still coming
Except
at
you're
you.
down the rock.
And you can try to block it with your big O Mondo statue.
Yeah, I'll do that. What do you want me to roll?
It's improvised, so go ahead and just roll the 2d6 plus. Whatever your. I'm assuming you're going to use all your combat points, all 3. And then
yeah.
roll that twice.
Do I get?
It's with advantage, so.
Do I get -6 still?
We'll do that at the end.
Okay.
So one more time.
Advantage.
Yeah. Okay, so 10, and then add. So roll an extra d6, and then you add it to that 10, because you have really long reach. Okay, so that cancels out the actor point penalty. So you got a 10,
Sweet.
and it got a 16, unfortunately. So it still hits you, and
Oh, that was its original roll? Yeah.
oh
Okay.
jeez, it bites you right in the neck for 4 piercing. Jesus, boy, this is not your day.
Not my bad.
Give me a KO roll versus poison.
Man. I have good KO though.
Oh, hold on. Do you have any like toughness or anything? You have some, so you only take 3 piercing. That's good. Or no, you're big too, so you take 2 piercing. That's better.
Oh, sweet.
Oh,
You said KO roll? Not like knockdown something.
Okay, you are a tough guy, and the poison doesn't seem to be affecting you. Okay, now it's top of the round. Everyone gets their points back. Let's roll for reflex. You know what? Hold off on that. I need to clear off the old one.
yeah, like I didn't roll it yet.
Oh, I didn't click on there. Don't get that.
Yeah, make sure you click on your character.
So Cody got a 9. Okay. I'll
You'll
re-add you.
re-roll
It's
it.
fine. Alright, Carrion, you're first. That thing is literally attached to Cody's neck right now. This would have been a very different story if you had your armor.
Yeah. Is Jabjik here too?
We'll say he's like watching the door.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, yeah. Well, if he's right on top of him, no reason to use any ranged attacks because I really risk hitting him. So I am just gonna take good old femur and try to like smack it to where like it's no longer latched onto his neck.
All right.
Okay, so same thing, 2d6 plus whatever.
It's an improvised weapon, so it's using your melee skills. Whatever that defaults to. So your all combat is 12, so you have 12 combat points.
Oh, I have my full 12.
Yeah.
Awesome. Oh yeah, I'll probably just make sure it's half of that. Wow. Low roll.
Okay. It does not try to dodge because it's stupid and it's biting his neck and it does not want to let go. So you hit it with 5 over, so roll an extra d6 of damage.
Alright, so how would that work? So I roll a, I just rolling just a d6 for the damage?
Yeah. So base 0. Okay, so you do 2 blunt damage to it, which is actually 6 blunt because it's small and it has negative size. And it fails its KO roll, and you smack it really hard and it falls to the dirt and it's writhing around, and stunned and in shock.
Alright.
Crush its head!
So turnover's over. You guys beat it. Whatever you want to do, you can do. If you want to crush its head, it won't resist.
I want to use it to tie something together and make a flail.
Oh my god.
No, I can just step on it.
Okay.
I mean, that would have been pretty sick if you did that.
It would be really cool, and would also fit the aesthetic with
I just
snakes in
imagine
both
you
hands.
just, like, you don't even touch anything, you just have the snake and you just, like, I just see you swinging it around.
Dude, what if I stuffed its mouth with rocks?
I mean,
I got rocks.
We do got rocks.
we could treat it like a. Well, okay, how good are you with your flail and shield? I mean, yeah, unless you also have a shield, it's still not your combat style, but it's similar. So there are rules for like something that's like kind of similar.
I did try blocking with the statue.
Okay, hear me out. He tries to, like, take a plank, and we tried to make it like a makeshift shield.
I mean, last turn I did try and block with the statue.
Yeah, but that thing's way too heavy to be carried, especially if you're... I'm pretty sure you had to wield it with 2 hands just to carry that thing.
I guess.
If you had a real shield, you would have actually succeeded at blocking it.
Yeah. Alright, yeah, I
So
can,
what do we do with this snake?
oh, I'll step on it.
Gosh.
Is it like a satisfying crunch, or is it just like
You want me to roll
kind
for
of
it?
sad because it's just an animal? Sure.
How satisfying is this?
This thing did bite me in the neck.
Kind of just squished and became part of the rubble and debris and grossness that's down here. And some poison kind of oozes out next to your foot. It's very gross.
Ooh. He says poison right from him. Could I possibly coat the darts in it?
Roll for reflex because it's falling into the mud already.
Good save.
Oh my gosh.
Holy
Yeah, you managed to coat 2 of the darts in poison.
Yes!
That's
The
nice.
mud made it all sticky, so it kind of stays on there for now.
Not only do they have to roll for tetanus, roll for poison too.
Yeah,
Yes.
I wouldn't want to get hit by one of those.
Awesome.
When I was looking through the rubble, I didn't see anything other than the snake.
Well, you didn't have time to look for anything else. As soon as you stuck your foot to look around, it reacted defensively. So, would you like to look in the rubble again?
Is this just like a backpack of holding of snakes? I don't know. Carrie, do you have any like, I don't know if you can use like survival or something for this to try and
I mean, if anything, this would be more like a kind of like an investigation, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't
It's
have
just
anything like that. So
perception if you're just looking around for stuff.
yeah, I can give it a shot then.
Alright, and I'll... Do you want one at a time, or do you want me to also look with him?
You guys can both roll.
And just
Give you advantage, or one of you can roll with advantage.
you can roll with advantage. I'll help.
Okay.
Cause I have 0 perception.
Okay, you are confident this is just collapsed debris and nothing useless or nothing useful and valuable.
Oh,
in
thought I
here.
rolled twice.
Oh, I
Roll
thought
for
it was a
crit.
19. Okay, either way, it's just debris and stuff. Nothing super valuable going on.
Okay. And it looks like it's way too collapsed over here. Like it doesn't look like a thin kind of false wall
It
almost.
does not.
All right.
Let me quickly check your neck. Is it like bleeding a lot? Like I also.
Oh yeah, it would actually be bleeding.
Jabjik knows medicine.
All right, Javjik comes over and tries to stop the bleeding.
Yeah. He may have survived the poison, but
Oh,
you are
no.
you still got bitten in the neck. Oh,
He
God.
doesn't.
Oh.
Would you like to
Does it
try
make it
yourself?
What do you
Yeah,
Crit
I mean,
fail.
probably like
Oh my gosh! All right.
He just makes it worse. You bleed more.
Yeah, I don't. Give me a bloodlust roll immediately. Just roll a d6.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, he
I
kind of
like deleted chat. I'm gonna. Okay, what am I rolling?
bloodlust is just 1d6 versus the wound level. It's -2 if it's a piercing wound. So just roll 1d6. Okay, he botched it so bad that you blurt all over. You splurt some blood and you lose blood right now.
Okay, is there any way I can like just rip off a piece of my like clothing that I still have on, like do like a makeshift bandage?
You can try,
Okay.
yes. So give me a you can use a reflex for this to just wrap it around better.
Yeah.
Hey, I might have broke this and might have to restart really quick unless you know a fix. But I double clicked the chat thing and it popped up in like a new tab and I closed it and now
No,
there's
it's
no
gone.
chat.
I don't think I know
I
a
can
fix.
just
Yeah, probably just
restart it.
refresh is the best fix.
Or refresh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll recenter you when you're back
on.
in here.
My reflex, you haven't done you don't
So
give me
you gonna
good
go
so
ahead and
far.
try
Don't
the,
fail me now.
The patching up
Oh, okay.
of the blood loss. Dang, so you're at -5 combat points now. So you're in bad shape. Okay, you roll enough to stop the bleeding.
Awesome.
Sweet.
Yeah. Roll20's a little weird right now, so I'm also gonna refresh.
Okay, so
So where have we not gone?
I also really wanted to stop the bleeding because I don't know how good those creatures' sense of smell
oh
is.
yeah. So you've got a bump
So-
on the head and a nasty
Snake
gash
bite.
in the neck from the snake bite. So you have seen better days. Yeah.
Alright.
Might have to take that
You good? Do you see?
statue back to town and buy some potions or something.
Yeah,
I'm,
for
I'm
sure.
not even on the day.
Yeah, if you get in a real combat right now, it's not going to look good for you.
And I also don't want you to lose too much blood because you are carrying a very heavy thing, and if you're also just losing blood, you probably will pass out.
Oh yeah,
Just
I
right
wasn't
there.
going to make you make a KO roll because the head wound is lingering, but go ahead and make one now since you're carrying that statue and you just lost some blood. And you're basically still
Sorry,
exerting
Cody.
yourself. So it's just the yeah. Okay.
KO.
Okay, you're fine. You're a champ. You can take this. Just
Let's
another
go.
one day.
Alright. I guess since it's a dead end, we just gotta continue on.
Just waiting
have
for
we
the tokens to
explored?
move.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just.
Oh, have we gone west
think-
here? Or do
I
these
think
both
this
lead
way
the
will
same
be
way?
back to where we've already been.
Yeah,
Going
you've
this
been
way.
everywhere down here now. Okay, you haven't been
I
down
think
here
we just
technically.
go this way.
Or does it just lead back to the...
There's nothing interesting in
Okay.
there. It's just a dead end.
Thank you.
Wow. Is there like no way out here?
Are they just waiting in that room that we broke out of?
Oh, you're walking up to the statue again. I gotta play the theme song.
Oh. Yeah, is there a way to get these icons out of the bottom left?
What are you talking about?
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about. Okay, so you want to go to the cogwheel thing?
Yep.
You want to go to audio and video?
Okay.
Oh.
Video
yeah.
display? And click that
Oh.
drop box to names only.
Also, if you install that
awesome.
CSS script
Awesome.
that I linked to, it gets rid of the names entirely. So it's see-through. So it looks like this. Okay, let's try that again so you don't have to follow the link. Because I hate having stuff taking up the screen. Oh, I probably shouldn't have sent you that link because it shows some stuff on the DM layer.
Oh, yeah.
Never mind. Deleting.
I'm not looking.
I did see it, but I'm gonna pretend like I didn't.
Okay, you conveniently look up at the ceiling and you see a constrictor snake waiting to drop down on you.
So we don't go that way.
Honestly, that's
Oh.
not even. I actually didn't even see that. So
I didn't look at anything. I just saw like the
I
layout. I
actually
didn't read
looked
anything.
right before you said it, and I didn't even see
Yeah,
that.
that was
so,
the only
yeah,
thing
this
that
is still
was hidden on the GM layer that was left. So
Oh, alright.
that's fine.
Yeah,
It's
I,
kind
um,
of just
I
it's
saw,
another
like, the-
surprise encounter.
Okay.
Your guys' shape
Have we
that
not walked there?
could end you. And I don't know if I want to kill you that way.
death by strangulation from a giant snake.
Do you want to
You
go
know,
back to the door?
This is so weird. We found like this giant snake statues, and we're facing so many snakes.
You do see there's like the second pass. You notice there's a little like cavity in the wall over here that looks man-made.
Huh?
So
So
what-
we actually gotta fight this snake now, or is it just like?
Is it still on the
Oh
roof?
no, you
The
can
ceiling.
skirt around it.
Yeah, we don't have to fight that. I don't.
It's not like
want-
moving along the ceiling waiting. It's just waiting in that one spot in case you go beneath it.
Yeah, let's just kind of.
Yeah, you can get away from it.
All right, it's getting a little tight in here.
All right, you can look behind this little cavity and you see 3 chests hidden in there,
Oh.
just in the cave wall.
All right.
I wanna slap the middle one in case it's like a mimic or something.
You slap the middle one, and the reverberating echo of damp wood fills the room.
Oh, feels... The room or the cave?
It's not very loud.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I was like, oh my god, are we about to die?
With similar force, I want to hit the other 2.
The same sound happens, and on one of them, a little bit of wood dents off. They're so damp
Okay.
and gross.
Okay. You want to search these?
We can try. Are they like
Okay.
locked or anything like that?
Do you want to try to open them?
Yeah, I can give it a shot. But again, because I'm paranoid, I don't want to know Indiana Jones thing's gonna. Let me just kind of make sure like it's a safe.
Okay. How? So, what do you want to do? Oh, you just want to roll perception or something? Okay.
Yeah, to see if I just
Yeah.
notice anything like out in the
Yep.
ordinary. No Indiana Jones stuff on my watch. I don't know why it's being so slow. Like,
Yeah.
real. I'll definitely like restart my computer after this.
All right. Well, I'm gonna save the time for now. There's no. You look thoroughly, and there's no Indiana Jones stuff.
Ah, good. All right, yeah, let's attempt to open this.
Is this timeline post in Indiana Jones? Do we know that that's a thing?
Alternate universe timeline.
Ah.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay. You open them up, and they are very empty.
Aw.
How big are they?
They're average-sized chests for the era, so enough to hold. You know, you put them at the foot of the bed, hold a bunch of clothes, a few hundred gold pieces. So let me see. That'd be about like about 3 by 3 by 2 feet tall ish.
What about specifically the lid? Or
Oh,
not
I
the
see
lid,
where
but,
you're
like,
getting
the
at
top.
this. You want to make a makeshift shield?
Yeah.
That would be about a medium shield.
Oh, not a large shield?
No, the shield you're proficient with, the kite shield, like it's like long and narrow.
Oh, it's a large shield. I don't know if that's the
Let me
same
check
thing.
your
but-
sheet.
Yeah, it's flare and large shield
Large.
proficiency.
Okay, so yeah, that would be like a medium shield.
Okay. I can still take it though, or try to.
Sure, it doesn't
It's
have
not like soaked wood. It's just kind of
well, it
damp.
doesn't have like a handle or anything, so it would be hard to use properly as a shield. But you could block with it, but you'd lose the advantage property until you figure out a way to like find out like actually fasten a handle or something to make it shield worthy.
Okay, is there any like rope or anything like such that we could
Well,
use?
I was thinking the rope that we got tied up with, if we're gonna have to go back through that room, I could use that. Kind of.
I mean, yeah, we could wrap it around.
Like wrap it
wrap it-
around, yeah.
We also could use the rope to wrap around, make the statue like wrap around to where it's like more on your back, so you don't have to
Yeah.
carry it with your hand.
All right. And then do we want to take one of these, the tops of these, and then leave, or
So
because it kind of looks like we saw everything.
yeah, one of you guys can
Yeah.
roll reflex with that rope to try to like
See if we
tie
picked
it
it up.
onto the like jury rig a shield handle or something.
Yeah, I got you.
Well, do we have it now, or are you saying that for when we get back?
Oh, were you trying to do that now, or are you gonna do it later?
No, we were saying like, since we've probably seen everything here, we were just gonna head back there, get the rope, tie it around.
Okay, sure.
And
All
then
right, never mind.
go through one of
never
the other
mind.
exits
Okay.
or something. Okay.
All right, you heading up? Or are you heading out of here?
You don't need to check for one of the tops. I can just like break it off.
Yeah, it's actually like kind of
Okay.
All right, hear me out.
damp and falling
You
apart.
said there's 3 chests. What if we stack 3 of the lids on top of each other to make it extra thick.
Are you gonna carry that, or are you gonna have him carry that and the statue?
No, I got it. I don't think these are gonna be very heavy. It's just the lid. But
It's just
could that work?
awkward.
We just had 3 of the lids on top of
You
each
could
other.
do it. It's just
Where's-
like, you know, it'd be hard to hold. I guess if you tied it all together, you could carry it a little easier. It's just like, it's just gonna be
that would be
obnoxious
an
to carry
extra-
around.
Because here's my thing, it's like, because these are down, you know, the wood probably isn't like the sturdiest, but we stack 3 of them on top of each other, we make that extra thickness to where a lot of the resistance from a blow
Well,
will
they're
be
not
spread
like,
around 3.
they're also not shaped to stack, so it wouldn't fit perfectly. It would be like,
Oh, they're like rounded?
no, they're
Like,
just
like
like,
a normal.
I don't know what I'm picturing as a normal chest lid, where it's straight parallel going up to the front, and then it's like a scoop over the top.
Yeah, I think
So like if you try to stack them, they're
like a semicircle.
they're the same width and height. So like they like, it's not like a bowl where some of it goes in but some doesn't. So it's like not. It's kind of awkward. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So what I'm picturing is what these are just kind of like the standard chest lid. I am thinking kind of like the more. Actually, I can probably just find like a picture of it.
Well, it's just like it's like if you were stacking 3 identically sized cardboard boxes, they wouldn't quite fit in each other. You'd have to like angle them funny, and it would just be
Okay.
All
like
right, fine. We'll just take.
Yeah. I thought of taking one.
I mean, it was worth a shot.
Yeah. I also didn't know, like, what to picture.
You know
for
what
the
would
lids. I
work
didn't know
better
if it
as a
was, like,
makeshift
flat
shield
plane
was
or-
that like the table in the other room that you were just in.
You're a genius. Okay, let's
That's
go.
like more the shape of the large shield, like big circle. It'll be heavy, but
No, we just we take the whole bench.
yeah. There
Tower
you go.
shield.
It's actually not terrible because you could set it down and then like hide behind it.
Can you
Alright, well,
tie
well-
the bench to me?
Man, you are like really strong man to get here. Got the statue,
That's
I
what plus
got
7
these
strength
chest
skills
lids,
gives you.
I got this bench. Let's go.
I mean, I'm carrying the little chest
Yeah.
lids. Okay, well, okay, this
that
will
a-
be our
is that a
backup
bench
plan
press?
in case the tables don't work. How about that?
Okay.
Alright. Lead the way, strong man.
So I think we go down here, avoid the snake.
Yeah.
Oh, do we need a stealth check to get by this?
No,
Wait,
but it does
oh,
rattle its tail at you as you go by.
Hey, this thing's back in the hallway? Or it's in the hallway
What?
now?
What thing?
Oh, that's
yeah, it's
Jav.
Jack.
Oh! That is Judge. Okay.
You
I
got
thought-
real scared.
Yeah, I thought it was that thing that was munching on stuff. Or is that down here?
That's
It's
down there.
south.
Okay. Okay. Do I
Alright.
have to re-break our barricade?
No, Javjik's there. Whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, and I kind of like to just redo it just so, you know, still want to make the illusion.
Yeah, unfortunately, it doesn't look like we're getting back in through there, but
Yeah.
I'm happy that we didn't, like...
Alright, so we got
Okay,
3
so as
options.
soon as you get to there, trapdoor opens up and Derek drops down deftly, and he's like, "What you got there?"
I
have a fever.
want to taunt him, and then I feel like it's important that now I use the statue to swing at him.
How about you just
So
intimidate
he
him? Like, I
sees
got
that's
this
about to
100-pound
happen,
thing.
and he's like, Now, hold
Well,
your
like,
horse
I was
feathers.
thinking,
Okay, sorry, what? Go ahead.
oh, okay. Well, I was thinking, like, taunt him and make him charge me, and then when he does that, he'll be, like, running into it,
Go
kind of.
for it. Well, what are you saying for your taunt, first of all?
Oh, this is the worst
And
part.
just taunt, you gotta make a good taunt. You gotta
And
speak
then
the
you
words.
can roll it.
He just runs at you and you just push with the thing and just smack him right in the head.
Can I... Oh, I don't know. Like...
I mean, you didn't like that your mom comment.
I'm like, what are you surprised that I'm out? Your mom came down here and helped me.
Let's see that taunt.
This gets a perfect roll, like, oh.
We're looking for a 19.
Oh, I rolled secretly. It's like,
Now he's just
are
annoyed.
you gonna put that thing in your mom?
What?
The big snake head? Get it? Cause it's never mind. So, I see you found some valuables. How about we make a deal?
Okay.
I'm listening.
If you tell anybody what I'm about to tell you, I'll kill you where you stand, understood?
Try it.
Understood? Deal or no deal?
Well, what's the deal?
I tell you some more
Yeah, we gotta hear
things
her.
if you agree to not tell anybody.
Just kind of look over to Titus. What do you think? Should we trust him?
I'll let you live if you tell me.
Oh my god.
Intimidate.
All right.
14.
Wow.
Bad roll, but good score.
You're lucky you have that plus 10.
It's so nice. It's actually
Fine.
awesome.
Okay. Look. Well, someone's gonna kill me eventually. I mean, I'm just playing along with these cultist idiots. I take a coin here, a jewel here. They donate all this crap to their reptile god something or other. I shouldn't be talking so much.
Awesome.
Anyways, tell you what, I sneak you out of town. I take half of that statue's gold worth.
Carrion?
Fortunately, I don't have any way to appraise that, so I would know how much we're giving him.
Well,
Yeah.
let's just say I get half that statue. I can retire and leave this cult to its own dirty business.
Alright, well, I don't want to give you that much money, so
Hang on.
you
Let's.
can try a little more convincing. Can we do like 25% and we'll each take a quarter?
I'll just go get those lizard folk and they'll take you to the priest this time. He'll be a little less negotiable than I am. Is that
They'll also
is that
know
a
that you're a
word?
snitch.
Shoot.
Sorry, Carrion. I like this good cop, bad cop thing we got going on now.
God.
Alright, how do you want to tackle this?
Only I had a good persuasion. Because here's what I was gonna think.
I have social,
I
but
could use that.
Okay. Alright. I'm gonna.
Or you can
It's
use
only
wit,
gonna walk
but
over to
wit
Ty
is
as
your
Taylor.
social too, if you're good at that.
Well, I have +3 social, but minus 1
Tyrion
wit.
has +4 wit, so he's actually...
Oh,
yeah, you're pretty
jeez.
good at negotiating, actually.
Gonna walk over to Tyus, like, alright, kind of tell this guy, like, give us 1 second. Let me talk to my associate here.
Hurry up.
So hear me out. If we could somehow convince him, then, because we saw the whole statue, we could probably tell him that there's a lot more down there if he wants to get it. But here's the thing: we know the location of the statue, but we also know the location of the ghouls, or whatever those creatures were. So what if we tell him the location of the statue, but we actually tell him the direction of those creatures, and he just gets mauled? How about that?
Are you trying to not be heard? Roll
Yes.
stealth. Reflex.
Do we think the... That's not good. Do we think they would even be a threat to this guy, or do we think he can handle himself in combat?
Well, you did watch him, like, humiliate Javjik in the last fight.
I don't remember that.
Okay, I did not know this knowledge.
Yeah, he's pretty strong.
Oh, that's when they like broke into
Granted,
the
Javjik
house,
was
right,
almost
or
out
the
of
cell.
combat points, but this guy's pretty good.
Okay, kind of like revise what I'm saying with that now knowledge.
He also looks like by far just the meanest guy you've met in town. He's got like scars on his face and stuff.
All right.
Okay, yeah, so I'm just kind of like talking to myself, like, okay, after a few more moments of consideration, that's probably not the best idea. And we got pretty lucky with this piece of the statue. I think our best option is.
What if we just take the deal and then don't honor it?
I think you have to also roll if you're also saying something like that for stealth.
Oh
Because you're
no.
actually talking about betraying him.
Yeah. What's the rule?
Look, I hear you guys
I'll be
talking something over there. I got some ideas if you want to listen.
Alright.
Hit us with him.
Listen,
Not like that.
I knew that statue's down there. I can't carry it by myself. So how about I escort you guys all the way back to Hocock, and then we split the money when we sell it. I'm not an idiot. I know that thing's not worth as much if we cut it in more pieces. And then, if you don't stab me in the back by then, I'll tell you where you could find a bunch more gold. How's that?
We
Okay. I have a
That-
counter offer that you actually may like.
I'm listening.
Since we're planning on splitting this 4 ways, how about I give up my share to you if you give me my dagger back?
He like pulls it out and like tosses it in the air and does some tricks with it, and he's like, if we make it back to Hocock, you got a deal.
Alright. And I kind of just slowly walk up to him, just making sure I'm not threatening. Hold out my hand. Alright, this is a gentleman's agreement.
He like spits on the floor and it's like, I ain't no gentleman, you disgrace me with those words. You betray me, I'll slit your throat in your sleep. One little slit at a time while you're tied down with both hands and legs.
Hey, it's a figure of speech, but okay.
No, it's not. Don't mess with me. You'll regret it.
Okay. Well, I'd say we at least got a deal going. I give up my share for my dagger. Well, what do you think, Dias? You good with this?
And what about after we sell it? Because we have to come back and stop whatever's going on here.
Are we gonna get our stuff back? Actually, that's actually a good fair point. We're gonna get our equipment back that we.
Yeah, do I have to use this table to beat your ass?
If we sell this in town, you'll have more than enough money to get your stuff back.
Where's our
we
stuff?
want to get out of here. We gotta be quick. Don't you worry about that.
Well, I'm worrying about it.
Just kind of turn back to Dias. Dias, we don't really have a whole lot of options here.
We don't even know this guy's
Look,
telling the truth.
We gotta leave now. Wow, it's still sort of dark. And we could slip past before anyone notices. But if we wait, he looks at his watch and then remembers that watches don't exist. And, and he's like,
So, it's currently, just 5:30.
So
Okay,
we make this deal now, or tomorrow you sleep in the cells at the temple.
Dias, I think we gotta do it because you're injured pretty badly. You're not up to fight this guy, let alone really anything right now. We don't have our equipment. I know you probably don't trust him. I don't either, but he's kind of like the best option we have here. And this guy seems definitely to be more of a guy that cares more about money than causing too much trouble. Alright.
You got that right?
Money talks. Yeah, I kind of figured. So as long as we give him his money, he shouldn't be a problem to us.
I know you're trying to be sneaky, but we'll just say you overheard that.
Well, at the moment, I'm just kind of
you said money, and he's like, "Yeah, money."
Yeah.
All right, which way is he? Which way are we going? Are we going up the ladder?
Where to?
So are we agreed?
Yes, agreed.
Okay.
For now.
Stay here. He goes up the ladder and shuts the door.
Can we look behind this door?
Yeah. It's locked.
I have door breaking.
Okay.
Could you wait for 1 second? You don't have to break down every single door we come across.
What if our stuff's back there?
This is probably where we're going anyway. If he's closing the door up there.
Alright, you guys hear some muffled talking above you. You're not exactly sure what's being said, but you hear some footsteps leaving the bar, like a good crowd of people. And a few moments later, it's quiet above you.
Do you remember what happened last time we were in a bar?
Man, I was swinging from a chandelier.
Oh, wrong button.
From the chandelier. Oh, that should have been a theme song that was playing during that.
Yeah. Okay, so suddenly the trapdoor opens as you're about to kick the door down. Or actually, you had time to kick it down if you wanted to.
I think I'm wasting his time trying to convince him not to do that.
No.
I mean, you hear lots of negotiating going on around you. You're pretty sure if you kick the door down, someone's going to hear it.
Yeah, that's.
But you're
that's kinda
welcome
like
to
the
do it if you want
mindful
to.
thing.
It is everything is your choice.
So, do we know that they all know that we're down here, or is this like that guy's own thing that he's
You
trying
don't
with
know
us?
that. You could guesstimate that that's likely the case.
That they know that we're
Yeah,
here?
you don't know for sure, but it's a good guess.
Do you think we hear like similar voices to the people that broke into the room with me and Jeff?
You just can make a perception check to see if you recognize the voices above you.
Ooh.
Sounds like people.
Okay.
It's hard to tell through the muffle and the floorboards.
Yeah. I guess I'll hold off for now.
Alright, so then the door flies open and he's like, "Come quick. Get your things." Oh, that's right. Get up here.
Oh, I hate this guy. I hate this guy. I want to like pull him off the ladder.
Dice, no.
God,
Stop.
I can't stand him.
Alright, so you go up with him.
I'm gonna before we go up, I actually do want to take a thing of rope so I can just tie the statue to his back so he doesn't have to carry it by hand.
Yeah,
Entirely.
can I also say I made that shield then if I decided not to kick the door down with like
Someone
one of
needs
these?
to give me like a reflex, some kind of like a crafting check to do that.
I got you.
Holy crap.
Uh,
Yeah, you make actually a fully functional shield out of that table and some rope, and I don't know how you do it, but you jury rig something up.
large
Hey, man,
shield.
Yeah,
I'm a
large
guy
shield.
who lives off the land. I know a few tricks.
You got a large shield.
All right, awesome. We are halfway.
All right. Do I need to do the same thing to strap that statue thing to his back?
Jeez. That's you could try. It's not like it's heavy enough that you're probably better off like collectively carrying it up the ladder and not.
Oh, I'm just saying, like, so he has a free hand. Because at the moment, he needs both his hands to carry this thing. That's my
Yeah.
reason.
Yeah,
Like
it's
like
just
a
heavy
sling
enough.
kinda?
Like you might not want to carry like 150 pounds on your back. You might want to just do the two-handed thing. It'll
And, like,
make it
pass up
hard
the
for him
shield.
to walk and not like fall over. But I mean, you could do it, but it'll give him some like movement, even more movement penalties and stuff.
All right, that's up to you. I don't want to give you any disadvantages, but it's up to you, my man.
It would be like mostly just movement penalties, not
I
really.
mean, it would be all kinds of penalties. It's just I think like physics-wise, carrying a giant, tall, heavy thing on your back is harder than like holding it with two hands and like putting the center of gravity like spread out evenly.
In front. Okay.
I'm hearing a no.
So you could tie it to his
Yeah.
back, but I don't think it will like make anything easier.
Can I put the shield on my back?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll do that.
Yeah. And whatever rope we have left after doing that, I'm gonna keep on me, because you never know when you may need rope.
Yeah. Alright.
I guess we just make our way up to the ladder.
Yeah.
Okay. So you know what? So Derek hears you kind of debating this, and he like grabs this bench here and like kicks off the legs and like slicks some mud on it, and he's like, just put the thing on this and we'll use it like a sled.
Huh.
So then you can tie the rope to one end, and then you guys can collectively like carry it, slide it along the ground. He seems very, very invested in finding a way to getting that thing out of here.
Yeah.
I guess we'll
Fair.
do it then. And it's not gonna really ruin the rope or anything, so. Sure.
All right, so you guys climb out of there, and you bring the thing and the shield and some other stuff, and
You know,
you
our
find
femurs.
yourself in this small room over here. Did I grant all of you? I feel like I'm missing someone, but it looks like everyone. Oh, there's some stacking going on. Okay. And then you go out this back door. You slip out the back of the tavern here. And
Is this the same tavern as before?
Yeah.
Do we recognize it?
yeah.
Okay.
And then oh, here. Sorry, you're out here. And then slip you back to the town here.
Man, so we could have avoided like
You're over here now.
3 sessions worth of story if we just lost that first fight.
Which fight? Oh yeah, I mean you could have just
The
died.
bar
yeah.
fight.
Yeah, I mean, there are lots of ways this stuff can go. So
Yeah. I was just saying like
Since
it's cool that we're back here. I like that it like looped kind of.
Yeah, since we're kind of like no longer in that area anymore, how screwed would we have been if we tried to fight those creatures?
the ghouls
Yeah, it's
with your stuff,
Well, I'm hurt,
probably fine.
so-
Without your stuff and wounded,
It probably would have been the death of both me and Titus.
it would have
At least
been
me
close.
for sure.
Like
You were pretty healthy.
probably someone very possible. My guess is Cody would have gotten wounded and you would have been fine. But they're undead, so they're very hard to kill. So it's hard to say.
Oh. I didn't know.
But Derek,
Yeah, you never know. We could have gotten just really bad rolls.
Derek kind of
So,
rushes to the edge of town. So unless anyone objects, you guys carry
Yeah,
your
I don't think we
sled.
should waste any time.
And actually, he like goes like past this house to avoid the constable's house. Or actually, he'll slip this way and then go along the river, basically, and keep getting the sled
Okay,
wet
nice.
with mud from the river.
What a jerk.
And I'm gonna move you guys back to the region map.
Alright, and you said it's nighttime?
It's like 6 in the morning
Or,
now.
very
or it's
early.
like evening?
It's like the sun is starting to come up.
I need to rest soon. So
Oh yeah, once you get out of town, you guys can find a place to rest. Do you want to make a survival roll, Carrion, to set up camp for everyone? Find a good spot for all that?
build a treehouse for us.
You can reach the edge of the forest in a few hours, and you guys can...
I think that probably is the best thing to do.
Because you're good in
just
forests, right?
to avoid detection. Yeah, I think just to avoid detection to make sure we... Because I don't know how much we're riled up their cultists are going to be in that they know us.
Yeah.
Not only Derek, but also us are gone. Yeah, so... Make way to the forest. And let's do a survival check to do some camping.
Nice.
Okay. So you camp. Well, let's see what your survival check is. But
16.
Yeah, 16 on my survival.
okay, you
Got the
set
lowest and highest roll.
you set camp up really well, and you guys finally get a good night's sleep. And Derek kind of sits at the edge of the camp on watch. He seems very paranoid. But the rest of you, do you want to take shifts or anything like that?
Yeah, since I'm a little bit more rest up than Titus is, I do want to try to get just kind of like the minimum sleep I need to keep an eye on Derek,
Yeah.
because I still don't trust this guy.
Oh, don't worry. You rest up. I'll keep watch.
You know,
Go to sleep.
4 eyes are better than 2. Don't you agree?
Roll wit.
Well, I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said.
Carrion can roll wit to dissuade him.
Yeah. Wow.
Suit yourself.
I got all fours.
You know what? Fine. You take first watch. But if we die, it's on you.
I'm worried. Just keep an eye on things and have a good awareness is kind of my thing.
Yeah. Alright, so, you guys rest through the night, and, actually, I think there's some random encounter tables. I mean, what?
Alright. I need to use restroom
Yeah,
real
yeah,
quick, but I have wireless headsets.
Give me 2 minutes, and then I kind of want to take a break, too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Just want to see
I do love me some random encounters.
if they actually have that. So it takes a little bit for me to get through this old PDF thing. All right, someone roll me a D100.
You want it?
No, you can go ahead, Toyas.
Okay. Ta-da!
That's weird. Okay, you guys are sleeping, and you notice Carrion like off in the distance through the forest.
What is fudge?
What?
In the dice rolling thing?
Oh, it's a
D4,
RPG
so
system that uses its own dice type.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
It's like
Continue.
yeah, it's pluses are anyways. So you notice like a lone skeleton just wandering through the forest, like dragging its leg. You know, skeletons are kind of mindless, and it's kind of bizarre, but it's just wandering through the woods. Doesn't have any weapons. You don't know why it's there. It trudges along past your camp, doesn't notice anything, and after about 10 minutes, it trundles off out of sight. There's strange things in this woods, but it's a bit bizarre, but not the strangest thing you've seen out here.
You know, that's right.
Other than that, you guys rest up, and it's already morning, so you sleep basically till like early afternoon, and nothing bad happened, and you can continue on your journey. All right, so you head onward, and you guys take the normal road. You want to travel at a normal pace. You want to try to rush. What do you want to do for the remainder of your like 6 hours of travel?
After the rest, how am I looking? Like, are all the
So
stuff
interestingly,
mostly healed?
that blow to the head, it was not a long-term wound. You didn't get like a fractured bone or anything like that. It was dealt to you with the intention of knocking you out, and so that wound is gone.
Yeah.
You still have the
At worst, you had a little bit of concussion.
the puncture from the snake, however, is still there, and that could take
Yeah, that's gonna take a little
like a
longer
few
to heal.
weeks to heal.
Yeah, but I think that once we get a whole cog, we can get you some proper medical
Yeah,
attention.
or worst
Right.
comes to worst, you spend some of that money and get magical healing
Okay.
while you have access to it.
We can do that with now.
It's expensive, but you know it could save you some time from recouping. So, generally, if you're like on the road, you'll have to deal with more gritty wound recovery. But if you're in like an urban area and you have money, and you can hire a priest or whatever, just so it's not too unforgiving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So So yeah, how would you guys like to go about the rest of your trip? Okay, so you're a little bit, so you're wounded, so you're gonna fatigue faster. Like your KO rolls have a penalty, your travel rolls, like everything has a penalty while you're wounded, just because you're just not at your best. But it's not that much longer to get to town, so.
Yeah. So, I think we could do one of two things. We can just continue just on the road. Just straight to town will be just a straight shot. But at the same time, I still don't know, like, us leaving and if the cold is going to, like, send people after us, and that will make the road probably a little more dangerous, or what? Guess I could ask Derek about that. Like, should we expect the cult to send people after us, or are we fine?
Let's just get to Hokak and then worry about that. But we should be quick.
The road to 7 was a direct route, or we could just cut through the forest. Would that possibly make it faster?
You're the expert with the forest. Do you think it'll make it faster? Do you want to roll survival?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Actually, you probably don't need to roll, but you can do it anyways. It's fun.
Yeah.
So, by the way, the fudge dice is like it has plus minuses and neutrals, and then you're just getting like a somewhere between, like, if it's positive, good things happen. If it's negative, bad things happen. Anyways,
Oh, okay.
wow. Okay. So generally, if there is a road and a bridge and stuff, that's going to be the fastest way. But you know this area really well, and you could shortcut through, and there's a river crossing you could take. And if you want to travel through the woods, you know it well, and you could cut a few hours off your time.
Yeah, but carrying around that statue, going around a river.
Yeah, that's the biggest concern with that.
Yeah. If it wasn't for the river, I would say definitely go for the forest, but I think because we're holding this giant statue, we just have to take the road. Just hope that nothing happens.
Yeah.
Unfortunate, but that's okay.
Okay. So do you guys want to, like, force march, like get there as fast as you can, or just get there at a normal pace, or even
I think if we
leisurely?
try to force march, it would exhaust Tyus too quickly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I think he's already kind of pushing himself, being injured.
Okay. So normal or cautious or if you're slower, you'll be more aware of incoming threats and notice more stuff. But if you're faster, you're less likely to run into other things. Where did the sound go?
I think we just may just do a normal.
All right.
It's a normal march.
I just want to make sure you guys know you have choices. I don't know that this particular choice will matter that much. So we'll say you make your normal trip, and within another 6 hours or so, you pull into Hokak and you make it back to the city. Hooray!
Awesome. We're so excited to be back at Hokak.
I'll move your tokens in a minute.
Okay.
Okay. Here you are. Oh, okay. Maybe you have. Maybe just use that door that teleport yourselves by walking onto the.
Yeah, I was gonna do that, but then you told us just gotta.
Okay, I'm torn. Does it even work? Okay, you know what? This is better for like town stuff. It looks like it worked. I see two of you over here.
I was over there.
Okay, whatever.
But now... Oh, okay.
Yeah, the teleporting is more useful for like going between floors of buildings and stuff.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Not really necessary in this kind of situation. Okay. Okay. So you guys are back. Derek is obviously like, let's take this thing straight to the palace where the rich people are. Get this thing sold.
You got it.
This guy definitely wants to be here for some nefarious reason. Just
It's always nice when someone just always has that vibe. No matter what.
Yeah.
Something's
I definitely am
afoot.
gonna try to. Definitely gonna keep an eye out because I'm pretty sure, no matter who you are, if you're carrying around like a 150-pound statue head through a town, you're gonna draw attention.
Alright, so he like heads down to the dock area right here and he's trying to like buy a boat to sail over to the castle area. As you guys are here, you see a raven fly out from the castle overhead towards Orlane.
Ooh.
Nice.
Well, it's a little awkward.
wonderful time.
I was hoping we were gonna be able to get our stuff and head back there without them knowing what happened. Guess not. Oh well, if we're going to the palace, we may be able to explain the situation. Anyway, how's this
Derek
boat
comes
go?
back, he's like, alright, we got a boat, let's get on the boat, come on.
Alright.
And there's some terrified
We're hauling
looking
around.
boat merchant, like shaking, holding a few coins. And he sees you guys coming and he runs away.
Derek, exactly
Don't worry
how
about
are we
it.
able to
Get in the boat.
I told you guys that I can't stand this dude, right?
Don't worry, once this business is over, you'll be out of our hair. Just keep telling yourself that. Fine.
Yeah, he starts just dragging the statue thing onto the boat.
It just makes a boat sink.
If Cody was like holding it, he just like rudely grabs it from him. Starts. Yeah.
Eat this guy.
And as soon as it's on the boat, he starts like getting ready to cast off, whether you come with him or not.
Yeah, I'm not leaving him with such a valuable thing. Absolutely not.
Yeah,
I'm
no shot.
right behind him.
Look, a boat. Oh, it's so
Oh,
big.
nice.
Okay.
Oh, God. It's a galleon.
All right, y'all get on the boat. I'm not sure why I bothered with that. Whatever.
Land ho.
Okay. All right. You'll go across, and you get to the other side. You wash up ashore, right near the palace entrance. Derek starts dragging the thing off.
Once again, I am
Into the
Like
palace?
towards the gate, basically.
Wait, why not to like the market?
Well, that's where he thinks
Is
the
this
rich
thing
merchants are. It's inside here. Which is where you guys bought
Do
stuff.
we know better?
That's where you
Or-
guys bought
okay.
stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. This is too valuable for the peasant merchants.
Can we have the guards like watch him, and then we'll go in and make sure everything's all set to do that?
Sure. So you just wait for him to go up to the gate with the thing and interact with the guards.
Yeah, if unless Carrion has something else he wants to do.
No. The only thing I'm kind of worried about is what they're going to say, because again, we are dragging just a giant gold statue. I'm just
true.
Alright, so Derek is like walking up to the gate, and then he abruptly sees the guards, drops it, turns around back to you guys, and he's like, "Tell them we're here to sell that thing. Go on." And he like pulls his hood down a little bit tighter over his face.
All
We
right.
tell them we're here to sell this thing.
I was gonna see, because I don't know if they're going to just straight up believe us. So I would think we would need something to kind of prove, like, hey, we're important people.
Do they not know?
No, the
us?
guards know you guys. You were escorted here like 2 days ago.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, that'll be fine. Then we just tell them, like, hey, you see that giant thing on the ground there? Yeah, we got that. I'm gonna sell it.
Okay, technically I started tracking time when you arrived in Orleans, so we'll say it's day 2, but it's day 3 of the adventure, so to speak. Okay, you know what, that's confusing. Whatever, it's day 3. Okay, so you approach the gate? Like, I see you have returned. Open the gate. Some people up top make some motions, and the thing wheels open. You are free to head inside.
Awesome. All right, let's get that statue. Just kind of like look over to Darren and kind of give him like a very subtle message, like, come on.
He like pulls his hood like all the way over his face, and he like looks down, and he starts like carrying the thing in there. That one hooded guy that initially hired you guys is just in the courtyard, like doing sparring practice with somebody. And he sees you guys come in. He's like, "Ah, you worthless bunch are still alive, huh?"
You know it.
Flattering.
Well, that looks valuable. You could take it over there, and we've got the palace gold merchant. We'll praise it for you. It's just some building way over here.
Awesome.
All right. As you guys like slide past, he like stares and squints real hard at Derek, and he like does that thing where he strokes his chin, and he's just staring at him the whole time. He like stops what he's doing and just watches him as you guys head over there.
It's kind of like go over to Derek. It's kind of casually walking next to him, like, is there something we should know about? You know, are you like a wanted man or something?
Yeah, it doesn't say anything.
Cool. We just let a wanted man into the castle.
I knew this guy was shady, but good lord. Okay.
You know what? Not even let. We helped him get here.
Yeah, we are his accomplices.
Yeah.
Plot twist, this becomes an assassination stopping attempt. Or something.
Honestly, with how shady this guy is seeming, I would not be surprised.
Yeah, that's why I was saying we should just go ahead and make sure it's okay.
If this wasn't
you
a
know what?
module and it was just
We're
totally
fine.
sandbox, I might consider going in that direction. But anyways.
Yeah, and like the goal he gets from this is they're just gonna be like more payment than the actual people who paid him to do. It's like, well,
All right, so what y'all doing? Sorry, I've been talking over you a lot.
no, it's okay.
We're good.
Yeah, we're just taking it over to the appraiser, see how much
Yeah.
it's worth.
I guess we're just going with it.
All right, you slap it on the table, and there's some androgynous-looking
It's
guy
jacked.
with glasses, and he looks over it.
Appraise.
And he's like, "Oh, where did you find this?
A very damp,
In a
just
bar.
horrible cave.
Oh, wow! Tell me more. Tell me the whole story."
Maybe another time?
Okay, don't. Why? The beautiful gold naga serpent. The serpent of the gods. Some say worthy of worship. For those too small to worship something else. Oh, this is wonderful. But where's the rest of it?
You know, it's still back to the cave. You know, we only could carry so much.
Were there other snakes around this?
Oh yeah,
Plenty.
you know, I kind of undo his ties advantage. Yeah, he got bit by one.
Fascinating. Can I see it?
See his bite mark?
Yes.
Or the snake.
Makes this purchase more authentic.
Show him.
Wow, marvelous. A real snake bite and a real snake statue. Well, let me think this over.
I mean, I also have these darts that are kind of transferring the snake's poison.
Oh, such crassness. I have no need for poison.
Okay.
You seem so fascinated with snakes. I just
With
thought.
solid gold, it has history.
That's fair.
You know, that is very fair.
Well, if you had brought me the whole statue, this would be worth much more, but...
How much is much more?
I could give you 2,000 gold for this.
Is that a lot in this
That
world?
is, yes, that's a lot. Actually, like a ridiculous amount.
We are literally bringing him a solid gold just statue head. That's in, considering that you just broke it off, it's in a really good condition.
Considering like a meal costs like a tenth of a gold piece. So, like,
And we got the fancy meal, don't you remember? And that thing was pretty cheap.
Yeah.
yeah, it's
So we can get 20,000 meals with that?
something like that. It's a lot of money.
You're
It's
telling
like, it's, yeah.
Yeah, I got you.
Alright. Wow. 2,000, yeah.
Okay.
It sounds, pretty good to me.
Trying to, I feel like that's like around the equivalent of $100,000 nowadays in D&D terms.
Wow.
Someone give me an intelligence check.
I got it.
Not
I'm pretty sure we both have 0, so it doesn't really matter.
It's okay, you can roll for free.
You know what? I will roll for free.
Maybe
Yeah,
one
yeah,
of you
Ty, you can
crits
roll with me.
something.
Why not?
Okay, you know what? 2,000 is a lot of gold. Seems like a great deal.
I thought that we rolled the same thing in different ways.
I try and intimidate him.
Yeah.
Carrion.
Wait, what'd you say?
I said, should I try and intimidate him?
No. One, he is giving us a fair price or something that's not even whole. Two, we are literally the palace of our employers. Three, there are a bunch of guards nearby, and we I keep going.
I can't just give him a look.
You don't have to like threaten to kill him to be intimidating. There are multiple degrees of like ways to do that.
Yeah, I just don't see the point.
So what exactly would you like to do besides just generally intimidate him?
Like, are you trying to get a higher price?
Jack that.
Yeah, like just tell me your
No,
actions and then we'll.
No, I'm sure Tyus would see the 2000 or hear the 2000 and be thrilled, considering he works on a farm.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So,
Oh yeah, that's like more than a year's wages.
That was such a life.
That's like probably more than 5 years' wages.
yeah. So, I guess I'll take it.
What? I'm a guy who just lives off the land.
Derek sticks the knife, like pokes the knife in your back, Cody, and is like, gives you a look, like he wants you to ask for more.
Can I intimidate him?
Yes.
Okay, this I will allow.
You have my permission. Okay.
Oh, clearly I'm the voice of reason in this company.
All right, he puts the knife away and looks down at the ground again.
Aww. He's sad.
Well, 2,000 it is then.
Yeah. So.
We have a deal. How would you like to be paid? Gold, platinum, gems, hookers. Oh, I mean, wine. The finest of palace guard training.
Let me put this in an account
Credit with
and
the
gain
king.
interest.
Banking man. Give you a discount if you sign up today. We'll put this on credit. You can withdraw 10% at a time.
God.
It will give you interest.
Let's do it then.
All right. And a bunch of fancy people with robes and stuff pull out a bunch of scrolls and they start filling out all this paperwork and stuff. And they give you like a medieval bank statement for the gold and where it's stashed with the palace here, and explain that the king will use the money temporarily to do his kingly things, and you can come withdraw it whenever you want. But if you withdraw it early, you pay a penalty. Anyway, lots of boring bank stuff.
Wait, if we can't withdraw it early without taking the penalty, how are we going to split it?
Well, can we do that before and get like separate accounts?
Yes, even better.
I mean, I'm more talking about make sure, good old Derek here gets a
bank account with 500 gold each.
Well, I also said I would give Derek my share.
Yeah,
for
Derek's
my dagger
wanted half too. So that means Derek is getting.
I mean, it makes it easier to split up because if I'm getting my share, he's getting
like
what is it,
62%.
62.
Yeah. So he would be getting 1,500. So you and Javik could split up.
Well, it's
500 each.
50%, and then it's split. The other 50 is split 3 ways, so it's like 23.
Is that 17,
yeah.
17, 17?
So you get 67.
So 60,
Oh gosh,
67.
calculate. Okay. What's 67% of 2,000?
Is 1,340?
Did you guess or use a calculator? Whatever. We'll say that. Close enough.
In my head.
Okay. Oh, why did I think Roll20 would auto-calculate that? Okay, whatever. Okay, so you guys have 660 left between the 3 of you.
It's alright.
And,
Okay, so
yeah.
Oh, yeah, because it's 66.666, so whatever, I rounded up.
Close enough. Whatever. Derek will accept the bad math. Or possibly it's
Yeah.
good math. I don't know.
Well, yeah, so we each get 330.
Okay.
And then he gets the 340 from... So it's like a 3 gold difference for
Okay.
each person.
Yeah. All right.
is the
I am out of practice. I'm surprised I got that right.
so the
I haven't been to
660 is
school one
what's
semester.
remaining after we give him.
Yeah. That's
The,
so for Cody and Javjik, basically. Or you can just use it as a party fund to buy training or whatever.
I mean, honestly, unless we really want to, I think we could just have it all on one account. We can all just use.
This is like a 3-way marriage here.
Because I mean, I feel like eventually we probably, if we really wanted to, we can always just open another account at a later point.
Wow. Carrion gave away his cut, and now he's bumming up me.
Yeah.
You know, I could have just let you bleed out
Also,
there.
that dagger was worth way
Alright,
less
alright,
than
alright.
what you gave Derek, but oh well.
Hey, sentimental. All right.
Oh, okay. So the guy brings out the Derek wants platinum pieces, so 134 platinum pieces, which is a lot more manageable. And the rest you guys get in the bank accounts, and Derek is happy, and he gives you a look like he'll meet you outside when you're done. And he walks outside. Actually, he just like stands by the side of the door and like looks down so people don't see him. And then he realizes that's dumb and comes inside and looks down. So what do you guys want to do now? You have all this money. You can replace your equipment.
Rearm.
You can get some training.
Yeah.
That will take some time, obviously, to train. But you can go get healed.
Yeah. How much would it be to heal?
Depends on who you,
Like
where you
the
look,
magic
or who you
healing?
ask.
I'd like to ask the appraiser person. I don't know what that
Sure.
job
So,
title
well,
is, but
you can head to the church and I believe it's somewhat expensive, probably 100 gold. Goes to the church to be fully healed. But, I believe you are working directly for the king, so perhaps he could do something about that.
does the king have like a second in command that we could ask, or would we go up to him?
Why, the High Priest of America, of course.
And where can I find him?
He will be with the king in court.
All right. Thank you very much.
He nods and
And then-
goes back to counting coins and eyeballing the statue.
Alright. And we know where like the kings and all the other stuff we need is because we've done it already.
Well, the court is up in the castle. You're in the courtyard, but you're not like deep in the castle where all the royalty is.
Okay.
But we could skip all the role playing with that if you guys want, and just say you eventually met with the king and got healed. It's up to you.
Yeah, I mean, unless Carrion wants to do something else, but I'm fine with
Because I think you normally want to be done by like 9:30, so we got like 10 minutes to wrap up here.
I can go a little bit later tonight. I don't have to go into work until 6:30 tomorrow.
It's up to you guys. However much attention to detail you want to give here is fine by me.
I mean, I think like maybe like the biggest thing that would have been we decided to kind of role play it out is, you know, as him asking like how we're doing, you know, with our mission and everything.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, we could skip that and just, you know, we just say we gave him like an update.
We could do some of that. Okay, so how do you want to go about that? So like you're in the courtyard, you got your stuff. You want to meet with the king, who's like in court, and the other.
We also have to deal with Derek here. How
that other guy is like in the courtyard, training, occasionally glancing in your guys' direction. Okay, so what do you want to do from here? We'll role play it, but kind of expedite it a little bit.
Well, we can get you healed up just right away, so that's it. So that's already out of the way, and we can decide from there.
So do you want to like walk right in? Do you want to ask someone to escort you in? Do you want to signal some guards? Do you want to ask the hat guy to get you an audience with the king? What do you want to?
Yeah, I think we can probably talk to the hat guy. Ask him that we need to see the king.
Yeah.
Okay, so you walk over to
Probably
him and
easiest
he
way.
stops training and he's like, you want an audience with the king? What a pain, it's a bad time. Court is in session, but...
Whoa, wait.
Well, come inside with me and... You need to wait here for perhaps a few hours. I will tell them you have returned. Come inside. You go to like the inner courtyard area. And who's this before I let him in the inner court?
He's a new member of our adventuring party. He can wait outside.
Oh boy, roll social. Do you have deception?
No, just social.
Alright. Go ahead and roll that.
Which is...
This is gonna be such a hard thing to spin, no matter what we do.
Yeah, he's like,
Ugh.
Wait, I thought it would be easier to say he can wait outside, because, like...
well, you still crit failed. So,
Oh, yeah.
something bad will happen.
Shit.
Like,
I hate this guy.
he looks right at Derek and is like, who are you? Derek just looks at the ground. And then the guy gets right up in his face. And they have an awkward stare down for like a weirdly long amount of time. You guys want to do anything?
Gosh. Guys, you got any ideas?
Yeah, I don't know what to do to stop. I kind of just wait to see a reaction from somebody.
Yeah, 'cause like, I don't know what's his deal with not want to be seen. and everything, and ugh. We're supposed to be on like the secret mission, so no one should really be knowing about this. So either way we spend this, we're probably gonna get into some sort of trouble. So I guess we just gotta see what happens.
All right, Derek just turns around and walks the other way and is like, "I'll meet you at the docks when you're done." And he twirls your dagger around in the air to remind you that he still has it. And then walks out the gate.
Possible I could maybe ask someone to just keep an eye on to make sure he doesn't just flee the scene with the money.
Who you want to ask?
Hat guy would probably be the best choice since he already doesn't like him, but at the same time he's probably a busy man.
So you want to ask him, or
my
one
dagger
of the random guards, or some merchant, or some guy on the docks, or a
Okay, it's gonna
chapchick,
sound
maybe?
weird, but you know what? Yes, Javik, you go look. You keep an eye on him.
All right.
Well, I mean, if we're wrapping up soon, we don't want him to come back and just be on guard duty.
That's fine. It's
Next
you guys
session.
have free passage in and out of the front gate, so.
Okay.
All right, so Jabjik goes off with him and keeps an eye on him. All right, so the two of you go inside, and the hat guy comes back, and he's like, "Good news, court is in recess. The king will meet you briefly." And the king walks out with the high priest and a few guards. And he just looks you up and down. He just kind of stares and doesn't say anything. And the hat guy's like, "Well, tell him what you found out. Report. Go on."
We were able to find out that there's some sort of like cult going on in Orlane. There's some sort of like disappearing going on, and people are coming back not themselves at all. And the earliest abduction that we have found has been the blacksmith of the area, who supposedly was abducted a year ago.
The king is
So this
stroking
has
his
been going on
beard.
for-
Also, out of character, if you want, you can just like give him a full recap, and we can gloss over that.
Okay, yeah.
Okay,
that's
so you
probably
tell
easiest.
us, well, you tell him as detailed as you can, as quickly as you can, everything that happened, basically. Okay.
I assume we got out the part of Derek.
Yeah, you leave that out.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. By the way, we one of the like followers of that cult. Yeah, we brought him here. You know, and we paid him a lot of money.
Wait, so how did you escape? Or, you know what, better question. How do you want to tell him that you escaped, since everything else, I assume, is honest?
Okay, I'm gonna do a little bit of truth here because it did happen. So I'm gonna tell him about how our captor, you know, somehow fumbled around and slightly cut the rope that was holding Tyus. Was able to break free, broke me and Jajic out, and we were able to find a way through like this cave that will let us out. And we were able to not only get that good old statue as proof, and as a good little payment, we were able
Alright,
to add all
roll
the
your social skills or your wit. Whichever's higher.
this is definitely my wit.
Okay. The king's like, "Oh, wow." He's very interested, amused face. And then the high priest walks up to you and pats you on the shoulder and is like, "It's okay to team up with lost souls sometimes. There's no dishonor in it. I won't tell the king, don't worry. And then he walks over to Cody. And it's like, the blessings of America upon you. May you always taste freedom on your lips. And he puts his hand on your neck, and you're healed.
What's his title again? Is
Priest.
Yeah, high priest.
so.
I'm just making jokes about the fact that this is actually, the deity is actually called America.
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking, do I say like, thank you, sir, or thank you, high priest?
Oh, whatever. They don't have like a...
Thank you, Your Excellency.
Well, I said
Your Holiness.
Yeah. I say thank you and whatever.
It's the god of farms and agriculture, so like it's not like not a lot of formality. Like whatever down to earth response you want is fine.
Okay.
Thank you, your dirtiness.
So the church generally values like wholesomeness and honesty and being straightforward than anything like super lofty and pretentious.
Okay. So I just say thank you and nod my head.
Cool. All right.
Not free.
Okay. So, I guess the king's like, thank you for your report, and he turns around and goes back to court. And High Priest walks off with him. Anything else you want to ask him real quick before he dips out?
No.
All right, so Hat Guy's like, okay, you're here. Let's get you re-equipped. You say it's embarrassing you lost all of your things, but to be expected. Your first time out. Got to learn the hard way.
Well, at least we know what we're walking into, so hopefully it won't happen again.
Yes, maybe next time you'll die and learn that way.
Oh,
Sorry, not everyone not every character I play will be a total a-hole. Just a few.
Don't you worry, you won't get rid of us that easily. You're going to deal with us for even longer.
Okay, so he points out some more trainers, some archers, and some sword and board people, and whatever else, survivalists. You could probably teach one of those classes.
Honestly, probably.
So you guys have enough money, you could actually like buy a potion or two. You might even be able to afford like a magic weapon between the three of you. Ooh. Or some magic armor.
So get our stuff back and then also have enough for the magic weapon, or
so like what would you guys most be interested in, and they could see what they have in their wares?
I'm fine with just getting my basic stuff that I had before.
Okay.
So
well, you guys are basically rich now, so
yeah, I mean, we could wait to ask Javjik too, unless you want to just take something now.
My question is how is magic items worked here? Is it just kind of like just better rolls, or is it like actually
like a +1 sword would be like +1 combat points and +1 damage.
Okay.
A cheaper weapon might just give you +1 combat points, so there could be different degrees of a magically well-made weapon. So the cheaper ones would give you more combat points. More expensive ones also do damage. Really expensive ones that you can't afford might have other magical properties.
Gotcha.
But I don't want to get too crazy with this because you're level 1,
Yeah.
so to speak.
Then I guess in that case I'll just do the same. You know, just my basic gear. We could probably maybe do something with the
You could also
trainers if
get
we
magic
want to.
ammunition if you wanted something temporarily more powerful, like a poison arrow or like a fire arrow or cold or acid or something like that.
Okay, I'm slightly intrigued. How much would something like that cost for just the ammunition?
So
Does it vary between what attribute?
since we're
or
almost
offset?
done, I think maybe what would be best for me is to if there's a few items you guys might kind of sort of be interested in, then I can spend the week doing a bunch of math and figure out if I'm ready to introduce a lot of magic items, and if so, how much it will cost before I make you too overpowered.
I think that's probably the
So
best
like,
course of action. And
so we'll worry about the cost later, but if there's like a certain damage type you might be interested, or if you want like an arrow that's more accurate, or an arrow that does more damage, or an arrow that like hones to one body part or something.
I want a heat-seeking arrow.
It just goes after living people or living things. Well, it won't work very well on reptiles if they're cold-blooded.
True. Alright, how about a arrowhead that has dynamite strapped to it? How about that?
Like an exploding arrow. I can look into that. That's potentially really overpowered, but it could be fun to give you like an AoE option.
Yeah.
I probably will just make it not very powerful so that it's not like doesn't trivialize some
Yeah, I would mainly
encounters.
use. I'll be honest. I would probably mainly use that for more like role playing things. Like, for example, like if we were ever in a situation like that cave again, boom, collapse right on top of our
Yeah,
eyes.
so like an exploding arrow basically, and maybe one that's designed to cause structural damage more so than like kill a lot of people in an area. So like potentially focus on the sonicness and the concussiveness of it, something like that.
Yeah, I think that'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah, and that could be like a signal thing too in a dire situation. Or it could like knock out one target. Like it would be like an arrow that does blunt damage. That could be interesting. Okay, so I can figure that out. Anybody else interested in anything?
I'm all set.
Okay, so
Yeah, like I said, I'm fine with just my
so
stuff.
you
I didn't really get.
so now you're back, so you can train in some things, but it takes time, and presumably the cult will continue to do things while you're away.
Yeah.
Well, Derek had like an inside with them, right? So can we see if they were planning anything massive?
Yeah, do you guys
like,
want to talk to Derek? It's like the
immediately?
last thing we do tonight, and then
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that'll be right. 'Cause I would like to get my dagger back.
okay, so we can kind of retroact that you're in the palace and buy things and whatever. So at some point you go outside and meet back up with Derek and Javchik, and Derek takes you to like the dock where it's noisy and they, gets near some skivvy or something where a lot of people can't hear you, and he's to talk to you guys, and he tosses you back your dagger, and he's like, we have a deal. You came in on it. Now
Fuck
Now
off.
for the fun stuff. This cult,
What?
I think I know where they go to. You might. I think they're somewhere off in the swamp somewhere. They take villagers, and any villagers that become part of the cult, of course, donate all of their belongings and gold to the good of the cult. So, you find their headquarters, you find lots of gold. Get it?
Huh. I think that's get that.
Now. Okay, out of character. I know I'm maybe killing some immersion here, but there's a few ways we could do this. I could make you guys go back to town and earn some more information, find a way to get there. And that's basically dungeon stuff, right? Or you kind of survived this far. Derek could take you there. You could keep him on as an NPC or something, but he might steal the limelight some of the time.
If we do that, are we confident he won't just like backstab
No,
us?
of course you're not.
No,
Yeah.
okay. I didn't think so.
Especially like once we get to like the place, as he said, there's a lot of gold.
Yeah, so I don't. Out of character, also, I don't know how much you guys want, like NPC companions. I don't know. I'm probably bringing immersion too much here, but do you guys have any thoughts on any of
we're
that?
fine.
As far as like how far along we've gotten and how much time we have till we finish this.
I mean, honestly,
Yeah, I don't.
I guess, do you prefer more streamlined or more immersion?
well, here's my thing. I mean, as you said, we could just go straight to and have Derek with us, but I've never really been one for having NPCs like that along the way. Sometimes it can make it like too easy.
Yeah.
And personally, I like the idea of us going back to Orlane, figuring a way to get to the cult, maybe like find a way to where we can like sneakily get in there, like maybe like disguise ourselves as like one of the followers to kind of like get more of an inside look.
Yeah, I was
all
thinking
that.
like a cult infiltration would be cool.
Yeah, that's what I was
Okay,
thinking.
so alright, so back in character. So Derek is like, I saw you set up camp in those woods. You seem like you know your way around the wilderness. I'd say we go back to Orlane. You can wait till the cult does something again, or kidnap someone again. Of course, is what I mean. Or try your best to follow the tracks into the swamp and see if you can find their hidden location on your own, or poke around town and see who else might know something and make your way there.
Do you know where it is, or just what's in it?
I just know they take these bags of gold. They take all this stuff. They go on this long journey.
Did he say if he knows if they're planning something immediately, or?
He lets out a big sigh and is like, I don't need to bore you with all the details of what the cult is up to, but if you get there or I get there with you, we can split the profits. Or you just go on your own and I go my own way with this money and stop dealing with those treacherous, creepy lizards. there's obviously a lot of irony in what he just said, but
Yeah. Well,
Uh,
I'm mostly asking because I want to know if we have time to stay and train, or if it'll like screw us over in the long run. Or is he just
why
he's
don't
just not
one of you
saying?
roll to persuade him to tell you that information or not?
Um,
you're definitely better at social than I am because I'm -2 to social.
Well, you have good wit
you
though.
have persuasion, right? Or
Oh yeah, I mean, I guess I do have the wit.
yeah, I have 3 social unless I could intimidate, but it's not really
Yeah, so you're
fitting right
actually
now.
relatively similar at it. One of you is +3, one of you is +4.
I guess I'll roll, and if you want to, also go ahead.
Uh, oh, I personally am not a huge fan of doing something like that. I think unless we like roll at the exact same time. Uh,
Oh, okay.
yeah, because I don't like when someone rolls and said, "Oh, you don't do it," and like, "Oh, let me try," that kind of thing.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, I should have waited there.
No, it's fine. Plus, I've been rolling for a lot so today.
Okay. So 9.
So I'm checking something.
Yep. I'll say.
Okay. He says it's hard to predict when they do it, but rest assured, at least once a month, someone new gets kidnapped, taken off into the swamp. Sometimes more frequently than that.
When we were traveling with the statue, you said the river crossing you decided not to go with. That could have actually taken off a few hours of travel time, right?
Yeah.
So what we could do is that we could stay and train for a little bit, and then I can take us through the river crossing in the forest, which will just make us get there faster instead of taking the road.
Yeah, you could try that, and you could get there in a day.
A little bit of cross country.
Okay. If you guys train, what would you want to train in?
Let's see. I mean, I guess I could always get better at bows. Pretty good at tracking survival. Pretty good at enemy detection, perception. I guess I could just get better with just the bow. Just generally better with it.
Okay. Tyus, did you want to get better at anything?
Yeah. I don't know. Probably flail and large shield
Just get a few
proficiency.
more points with that. Okay, I'm gonna. This
But
feels like a good stopping point. So, okay, I decided how to handle this thing with Derek. So, he tells you that he has been there. He's been with the expeditions that go into the swamp and they go underground. I guess I can do some character, but whatever. They go underground and they get put under a spell of some sort and become charmed. He doesn't personally witness the ceremony, but something happens, they get charmed, and then they get sent back to town, and then they are part of the cult.
okay.
And back in character, he's like, now, they think I got charmed, but too smart for them. I just play along. Stupid snake thing, whatever it is. But anyway, I'm not good at directions. I don't remember how we got there. But I know I've been there, but need someone experienced to actually track my way back. It's foggy and murky out there. It's easy to get lost in those swamps, but I know it's out there. I know there's a way.
Well, lucky for us, I'm a pretty experienced tracker, so I think we'll be able to manage.
Even if you are, you have to start maybe from Orlane and then make your way, I believe, towards the swamp. And the last kidnapping was a little bit of a ways away, so it might be hard to find the prince, but I'm sure you can figure something out. Well then, it sounds like you got this figured out. I got enough platinum here to last me a while, so he tosses one to a boat keeper, and he takes a boat, and
I feel like he really overpaid for that boat.
Dude's rich now.
if you need help, tell the king to send a raven for Corvus. They know how to find me. And then he pushes off.
To be honest, I wasn't expecting so much help from him.
Thieves' honor!
He may be a little...
As he floats off into the harbor.
Always has something good to keep in mind in case we ever do need his help again.
You could probably track him anyways. Although it's hard on the water, but...
I mean, hey, if he doesn't want to be tracked, he better stay away from a forest. I will fight him.
Okay, so for next time, I'll think about how much it costs and how much time it takes to do training, and make sure I'm not imbalancing upcoming fights and stuff.